Breaking news. Zoo Janjaweed Army at the brink of collapse as many soldiers resign after being demoralized by the Biafra Defense Forces. Here are the news in details. Wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom all over the world, you are welcome once again to Biafra Unite channel/television this very moment. Today's date is 30th of October 2024, and I have some very important information for every one of you listening to my voice right now from where you are all over the world. Dear friends and lovers of freedom, I want you to pay very good attention to this very news because it's very, very important. I can assure you, my people. The Janjaweed military of the Zoological Republic of Animal Kingdom, Nigeria, is currently at the brink of collapse, complete collapse. I will show you a lot of things during the course of this very broadcast, and I want you to stay tuned because I am very, very certain that this is the kind of broadcast every lover of freedom, especially the Biafrans at large, would like to enjoy. So stay tuned while I take you through the news. And as you can see on your screen, I will be reading this very news from Punch newspaper Nigeria, one of the Zoo media platforms. And according to their title, they said, Army begins enlisting ex-soldiers to bridge manpower shortfall. You did not understand this. You don't know the grave consequences of this action. Enlisting the ex-soldiers in order to bridge manpower. Remember that no sane person, as it stands today, no sane individual will like to join either Nigeria Army, Police, Air Force, Navy, or whatsoever. What have you? No sane individual would like to do that. Now, do you know enlisting ex-soldiers? First of all, what did they do for them to either being expelled from, military job or resign from military job? What did they do? And what if they were brutally or illegally expelled from the military? Now you are bringing them back without bitterness in heart. You don't know the gravity of the consequences of this very act. But let us read this very news in details. There are indications that the Nigeria Army may be currently experiencing an acute shortage of manpower due to the high number of those who voluntarily retired. It was gathered that one of the units badly hit by the development was the Mechanical Engineering Corps. Wow! We have told Biafran people, Biafran men and women who are serving in the Zoo Janjaweed terrorist army to resign with immediate effect. And guess what? The moment they resign, the Janjaweed terrorist army is currently lacking men in the, Mechanical Engineering Corps unit. It is happening live and direct. Who else? Who else will do it? Who will be mechanical engineer? If not the Igbos, if not Biafrans, who else will do it? Who else will manufacture? Who else will bring ideas to build armored cars? Who else will bring ideas to manufacture Obunigwe and other kinds of assault, or sophisticated weapons? Who will bring the ideas, if not the Biafran people? He said, I challenge you. Show me one person from Yoruba or one person from Ugwu Hausa that will do it, if not Biafran people, which we have already done in the past. Now they said, the Punch has reported that over 1,008 soldiers resigned from the Nigeria Army in the last 4 years. Is a lie. Over 1,008 is a lie. Is a typical lie. The Zoo Janjaweed military, or should I say military barracks, are empty. Empty, completely empty. What do you mean by 1,008 soldiers? Is a lie. Only the Biafran soldiers that have resigned already since 2020 to 2024, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made that call, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu called on Biafran soldiers serving under the Zoo terrorist army to resign, I'm telling you today, more than 10,000 soldiers from Biafra land have all resigned. The little ones that you see there today are either those who do no longer have hope of survival, if not the corruption in the army, or their top military officers from Biafra territory who are gaining so much from the army. Other genuine ones who joined the military to serve genuinely from their heart and they are from Biafra land have all resigned. I'm telling you, I know what I'm saying. I'm telling you the truth. Now, they said, according to the report, in 2023, the Nigerian army approved the retirement of no fewer than 59 soldiers. Imagine. We gave the news of over 750 soldiers that resigned in the year 2021. In the year 2021, we gave the report, authentic report, which was also carried by some Zoo media platforms, major Zoo media platforms. And here you are telling me in 2023, more than 59 soldiers resigned. What do you mean? Who are you deceiving? Well, what do you expect when you are reading from a Zoo media? They will always protect the so-called integrity of the Zoo. Now, earlier in 2022, a total of 261 soldiers resigned. In 2021, 127 resigned, and 365 resigned in 2020. In August this year, 196 soldiers resigned from the army. Reacting to the report, the army spokesperson, Major General Onyema Nwachukwu, said the service was by conscription. Okay, now. They continued. However, to fill the vacancy, it was gathered that the army was planning to re-engage discharged soldiers. In a memo dated October 16, 2024, a copy of which was obtained by our correspondent, the Mechanical Corps lamented that huge number of soldiers resigned from the unit. Why wouldn't they resign? The memo, signed by Lieutenant Colonel A. Mohammed, urged all commanding officers to reach out to discharged soldiers in the area of responsibility. We know they do it again. Is it by force? It partly read, the deployment of technical manpower is essential for effective and efficient equipment support in the field, which is based on trade/expertise of technicians. NEM is currently experiencing an acute shortage of manpower. The dearth of manpower in corps is further compounded by the large number of voluntary discharged soldiers in recent years. Consequently, I am directed to request cons/COs to reach out to discharged skilled soldiers in their AOR who are willing to be re-engaged to the Nigerian army. The dearth of manpower in corps is further compounded by the large number of voluntary discharged soldiers in recent years. Consequently, I am directed to request cons/COs to reach out to discharged skilled soldiers in their AOR who are willing to be re-engaged to the Nigerian army on a contract basis. The Zoo army is now begging to recruit soldiers on contract basis. You can't ask for more. You can't ask for more. This is the height of it. And they are not just asking, foreigners to be recruited on contract basis. They are asking those who they believe are Zugarians and those who have already served and either voluntary discharged, of course, which is resignation, or those who were expelled from the Zoo terrorist army. They are begging them to come. Now they said, I am to add that names of discharged personnel willing to be re-engaged should be forwarded to this headquarters, NLT 19 October 24, using the attached performer. Grateful to treat and acknowledge. I am not a soldier, so I don't care how it sounds or how I read it. Nwachukwu did not pick up calls put through to him and had yet to respond to the messages sent to him on this issue. Why would he respond? How comes you are expecting the criminal to respond? He can never respond because they are all ashamed. We have dealt with them, a big blow. The Biafra Defense Forces are dealing with them. We are dealing with them all over Biafra land, both in the sea, in the coastal region, in the creek, or even in the hinterland. In the hinterland, you get the gist. You get the gist. The reverse is the case in the hinterland. You can never wear a military or police uniform and na Igbo in the hinterland of Biafra. Egwu na atokwa gị. Ili akwa ndị terrorist na akpagharị na Igbo. Breezy. Sonsi ikuku ekufugu. Ikuku. Now they continued. Speaking on the development, Brigadier General Bashir Adewimbi, retired, said the plan to re-engage retired soldiers was a good idea. Okay. Why wouldn't it be a good idea for you? He said, it is not unusual for retired army officers to come back and participate in the security architecture of a nation. This practice is common in other advanced countries. Who ask you? If there is a plan to implement this here, I believe it is a good idea. Ask what could be done to discourage soldiers from resigning from the service. Did you get that? Did you get that, my people? The idiot was asked what could be done to discourage soldiers from resigning. So when I told you by the title of this very news that after being demoralized by the Biafra Defense Forces, are you getting the point? Now, this Okoko said, Adewimbi said, the military must ensure those enlisted were genuinely interested in the service. Oh, okay. So those who resigned were not genuinely interested in the service. I am reading this news not just with swag, but with joy at the same time. Because our enemies are going down. When you see your enemy going down, you have no other reason than to rejoice, praise the Lord, and even go offer offering. He said, as of today, the military is well organized and well structured. Am I expecting to hear any other thing from you? Are you not a retired Janjaweed soldier from, Kwara State? From Kwara State, Mohammed Adewimbi? Oh, these are Fulani, blood in the name of Yoruba. The welfare system is adequate, and the training we received was never a source of complaint. If, as you said, they are living in their numbers, it suggests that something might be wrong with recruitment. Oh, okay. This focus should be on recruiting people who are genuinely interested in serving, rather than those simply looking for employment because they have no other options. You see, I said it just a couple of seconds ago. I said it. That the Biafran people who are still in the Janjaweed terrorist army today are those who do no longer have any other option of survival, and their top, military officers, those who are from Biafra land. I told you. I just said a couple of minutes ago. Now, those truly dedicated to the military will remain regardless of the challenges or conditions. They won't abandon their duty. Unfortunately, some people in this country are merely searching for jobs. And he's not ashamed. He's not even ashamed to say that. The so-called ex-soldier is not ashamed to say that those who are serving in the military, probably serving their so-called country, are those who are merely seeking for job. That they are not there to serve the country, they are just seeking for job. You see, he's not ashamed to say that. And he was, an ex-soldier, probably a high rank officer, as at the time of his service. So I don't want to continue reading this. You have all seen it. It is happening live and direct. And of course, The Biafra that we all seek for is here. If the military is crying like this, how about the police? Remember a few months ago, I gave you the news how the police in the old Anambra state have been completely demoralized. I also gave you another news that the police in the old Imo state have been completely demoralized. I told you, and it's happening. I'm reading this from Punch, not my own making, so you don't say it's a fake news. Aka will go fanisi. And if you are a Biafran, I want you to rejoice, because nekwe Biafra na irugi nekwe anyi na nekwe anyi kai na anya bago. Because the moment we eradicate the terrorists completely from our land, then what else are we waiting for? It is freedom. It is freedom. I have told you that Tinubu is not holding Biafrans. Hope Uzodema, Solo Afufuna, Solo Nketa. These people, these idiots are not holding Biafrans. Those who are doing business in Alaba are not the ones holding Biafrans. The people who are holding Biafrans are these people, these terrorists who are carrying AK-47 all over the places. Once they are being eradicated, the idiot in Asorok will have no option. He has no power. Can he come and fight? He can never fight. Oh, Puz or Danger cannot fight. Idiot Solo Afufu Nanketa cannot fight. When we manage to eradicate the terrorists in uniform who are carrying AK-47, massacring innocent Biafrans, then we are done. Freedom I by fire by force. Thank you, my people. And make it go viral.